Welcome to this video of EDIConnect. In this video, we are going to learn about how to process an incoming data file that contains transactions. So once the file is received, validated, and the acknowledgement process has been done, it goes to a data flow where you can parse in the first step and then translate it. And then once the data is available to you for mapping, you can map, transform, and write to destination. Let's go ahead and have a look at it in action. In this example, I'm taking an X12 850 file. In the first step, receiving the file and processing it based on the information provided in the trading partner profile. Then take the transaction set data as text into the next step, that is the EDI parser, and parse it based on the information again provided about the transaction set, such as what version it is and all that. And then the parse data is available to us in the tree structure that we can map it to any destination. In this case, I have chosen an XML file destination that has exactly the same structure as an 850. Let's go ahead and have a look at the first two boxes one by one. So the first box is an EDI source file that you will see inside the toolbox under the EDI group. So that is the EDI source file. Let's go ahead and examine the properties of it. So it will ask you for the inbound file path, that is in this case a 4010 850, and then it will ask you about for which partner this file is going to be processed, because the partner profile contains all the information about processing of the incoming data. So I pointed to this sample EDI partner profile, and this information is enough for application to process the incoming file and get the information about the transaction and take the data for each of the transactions out into one of the items in the tree. And we'll see it in a bit. Let's go ahead and go to the next step. And those are general options. Let's click on OK. And let's go ahead and have a look at the real data by doing a preview. So when I preview the data, all the ISA values I get in the top header. And then I get GS and GEs inside another object. And then I get a transaction. In this case, I had just only one transaction. Say I had multiple transactions in this file, I'll get all of them as a collection. So the structure of the source file is this. It has the ISA properties. It has GSGE that contains GS, and then it contains the collection of transactions. So you can have multiple transactions coming in the same file. They'll all show up in this collection. So the goal of this EDI source file action is to take the incoming file and process it in such a way that all the transactions are available for further processing. So in this case, I take the transaction data, and as you can see here, I have only one transaction, and I'm sending this data into the EDI parser. Before we move forward, let's go ahead and have a look at the real data for this file. So this is what my 850 source file looks like. It has just one transaction. Coming back to my data flow. Now this data contains the control numbers, the interchange control number, functional group control number, transaction set control number, and transaction set ID, along with the real text, the text that contains the transaction set. And I'm going to send this over to the parser. And parser, actually you can see here, it has exactly same structure for input. It takes all these, and in output it generates the structure that is 850 structure. You can see here it has the ST, SE, and all the other segments inside the transaction that you can map out to any destination. Let's go ahead and examine the properties of the parser. So the parser now has a pointer to the trade partner profile so that it knows all the information about what kind of transaction it is, and what is the version, dialect, all of the pieces of information that is required to parse this transaction. And here in the message, you pick what particular message you're going to parse. The connection between this drop down and the trading partner profile is that It shows you all inbound transactions, those are specified in trading partner profile. So this list is going to show you all the transaction sets that you're expecting from this partner. You can pick one. In this case, since I had only one transaction set specified for this trading partner, that's why I see only that one and I have it selected. This concludes this video. Thanks for watching this video again.